Hello, what's up, everybody? This is your man, Chef Los Moonsha. A lot of people know me by Chef Los. I'm gonna speak on a few things that I feel like they need to be heard and they need to be said. With that being said, as for me, I'm Zambian, but I was raised here in the States. Been here for about 20-some years. But it's a lot of things I feel like for us Zambians that live here in the United States, I feel like we have the voice to speak up and speak on facts that's real, facts that's really going on in the world. To be honest, I'm going to put it like this. I really don't care how Zambians are going to take this, whether you're here or whether you're in Zambia itself, Africa. But, it just needs to be said. I visited Zambia actually back in 2018. Visited my family I haven't seen in about 20-some years. I was just very, very disappointed on a lot of things. Like, I paid attention on a lot of things, from how we allow certain cultures and certain people from different countries to come and take over on a country that our forefathers worked so hard for us to gain our independence. If we go back in 1964, when we gained our independence. With that being said, the issue that I'm having is that I was riding in my aunt's car. It was actually a Nissan Murano, which was a foreign car, Japanese-made car. So I was trying to figure out how to turn the radio station, and everything to me seemed to be in Chinese. Well, I don't speak Chinese. Unlike here in the United States, we have a lot of cars that are made in China, but the display on the car itself is in English, so you can read and understand how things are. The problem is in Africa, people just want to have things. They just want to have it. It's like, oh, I have a car. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I have a foreign car, just to show everybody that I have a car. But the reality is, when you allow certain people to come to your country and take over a country that technically doesn't even belong to you anymore, because you're allowing people from other countries to come over and take over. I give you a prime example. If you was going to trade and change and tell Zambians and say, well, let's take China and take China to Zambia, and take all the Zambians and take them to China, I'm pretty sure every Zambian will be more than happy. But what you don't realize is that in Zambia, we have a lot of minerals. We got gold, we have copper, we have all kinds of stuff that a lot of people don't even know. So people from China, they've seen the opportunity that you guys are not seeing. And you wonder why, for people that are here in the United States, like myself, instead of us visualizing and understanding that we can go back home and establish and start rebuilding in order for us to better our country, instead you have Zambians here today that have been here for years and don't have their priorities straight. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so comfortable into this lifestyle here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. To be here. I'm very grateful myself to be here. But at the end of the day, you got to go home and invest and build. And that's what helps your country develop. Because that's where you come from. To make matters worse, do you think if a Spanish person came here, do you think the United States will allow to take over the whole United States? They want to do that. It's a lot of countries in Africa today as we speak, like South Africa and all these other countries. They won't allow anybody to just come into their country and take over like that. I understand we need help and to develop an infrastructure and all that good stuff. We need help, of course. But you don't take it to an extent where we don't own anything. For an example, Zesco, we don't own that. The copper mines, we don't own that. Again, we go back to history, right? When we first started, right? Our forefathers put a lot of effort into us to have the things that we have. Everywhere you go is Chinese. They might be cussing you guys out and have no idea what have no idea what is going on. Because, guys, it's time to wake up, Zambia. It's time to wake up, man. It's time to really, really wake up and look at the world. Look stuff that's happening around us. You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying, after generation have been doing the exact same thing. And where is that taking us? Nowhere. And I feel like some things just need to be, it just needs to be said. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here pretty much to attack anybody because I'm a proudly Zambian. But when something is wrong, something needs to say something about it. It needs to be said. Somebody needs to see that, okay, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is electricity goes out pretty much every day, right? And you guys pay for that. So if electricity is going out every day and you guys are paying for that, you guys don't even have the balls to pretty much go out there and protest. Because you guys are so caught up, oh, the government, oh, president, who cares? But how do you better your own country if people are not speaking up? You cannot be sleeping for all your life. You gotta get up off the bed at some point. You know what I mean? And it's just sad to see that. It's really, really sad to see that, man. You know, it kills me because when I went, I experienced that. And I was like, wow. You know, me and my aunt, we joke all the time. We don't even call it Zambia anymore. We call it Chambia. Because in a few years, Zambia is going to be nothing but a Chinese territory. But again, what are we doing about it? There's nothing that we absolutely doing about it because we accept everything. We don't think about the future. We just think about the moments, and which is wrong. You see, the Chinese, they have already seen a vision that you guys don't see because you guys living for the moments. Life is not living for the moments, people. Wake up, man. There's a lot more to life. Some of y'all have kids. Some of y'all have grandkids. So if you're not leading the way for your kids and grandkids to see and proceed and grow so they can establish and have a better future, then what's the point of living? To allow somebody else to come take over something that's yours? I'll give you a prime example. If I was going to allow somebody to come in my house, right? This is my house right here, right? I allow somebody to come into my house and going to tell me, you can't watch TV. Oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. In my house? Are you freaking kidding me right now? You think I'll allow somebody to come into my house and tell me what I can and cannot do? Well, guess what, people? That's the exact same thing you guys are doing right now. You're allowing people to come into your house and disrespect your own house because guess what? You guys don't have the balls to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Sartre said it before. You know what I'm saying? The Republicans and the people in power are the ones that are most scared. Because you know why? You guys have the power to go ahead and step out there and make a difference. But instead, you guys are scared. Which is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Things need to change, man. Things got to change. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I have not much to say. I'm just very, very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this is happening. But Zambia, you have to change. You have to change. Got to change.